Hi and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode on the Mini Cooper. Right, where have we got up to so far? So, inner sills in, doorsteps in. If you haven't already seen those videos, please go back and check on those. So it's all gone pretty well so far. All the rocks out the driver's side. M-machine panel so far have gone in really well. The doorstep is a Magnum panel, but that seems to go in really well, better than it did on the Clubman. So yeah, we are moving forward pretty well. We've had to wait for a few materials, so primers and things like that, etch primers, seam sealer that just turned up for me, and James and Chris have ordered all the body colour, so when we get to painting the doorstep and the sills, and we've got stone chip and everything, so loads of time and effort is going to go into making this look a whole load better than it did when it came here. Because if you didn't remember from the first episode, the driver's side, especially where your feet would sit at the front, it was gone completely. There was nothing there of the sill. So you know, we're looking like we're going to sort of make this a really nice tidy job. So it'll get etch primed, stone chipped, green, racing green metallic on top, and then it will have some clear coat. So it'll look really nice. So really looking forward to seeing it back in colour and looking, you know, hopefully better than factory. So I've gone where we got to off camera. The cavity's all been painted. It's only been done in black. We didn't see the point in wasting the green that we've had mixed up for it, which is, you know, it's perfectly fine. It just needed to have some sort of colour and some sort of protection, really, more than anything. So it's been etch primed, seam sealed, so all in the cavities, all around the new seatbelt anchor, everything's been seam sealed, all around the back subframe mount, everything, all been seam sealed up, and then it's had a coat of black over the top of that, so that's all protected and ready to go. I've got to trim back and tidy back a little bit more on the doorstep, or the rear quarter, basically, where the sill used to sit, just to tidy that up. But I have got to take my time, because we do not want to paint the rear quarter, and I really don't want to have to blend the bottom of it in, so I've got to be really careful with how we sort of approach that, because yeah, heat and stuff can start bobbling the paint, so I've got to be really careful. That being said, I've been prepping up the sills ready to go on. So if you've noticed in the inner sill, I've not put any jacking points back in. The sling anchors that would have been in the factory at each end, they're cut out and gone. The front one was basically fallen into the sill because it had rotted away so much, so didn't really have to take that one out, but they've gone. James and Chris have basically said to hit it with the same approach as I would have done mine, so I've got rid of all that of mine. They're all rust traps. You can get in there nicely, you can spray all your wax around and stuff like that, which I'm hoping that will get done after. And you sort of eliminate any sort of cavities and moisture traps and stuff like that, and moving forward the car's going to get used, so any water that can get in the sills, which obviously it will because it's got open bottoms to it, once the wax is in there, it should just flow straight back out. There should be nowhere where it can sit and ingress and get any worse. So let's flip round, let's have a look at the sills. They've been etch primed and zinc primed along the edge, so the welded side it's going to be have a layer of paint between it as well. So someone did comment they didn't see that in the doorstep, but I did. I put zinc primer between the two panels, the doorstep and the new sill, before I use the spot welder. It's always good to put something between it. So let's go and have a look at the sills. Again, they've just been modified off camera. So the square where the jacking point will go has had a little square plate, basically just sort of spot welded into it. You're never going to see it again. I'm going to put a bit of seam seal around that before I put any black paint on that as well, and then we can get fitting and get the driver's side done. We're going to leave it all bare, and not bare, but I'm not going to go and grind anything back until we get to final prep stage of paint. So what I want to do is I want to get the seal on this side and then get the car back down level, and then we'll start on the other side. So let's crack on with that. Right, so these are the M-machine seals. So on this side, they're obviously still the bare metal, and you can see the jacking point there has now been welded over. So then now I've got zinc primer along here, which I masked off, and then we've got etch primer here. Got seam sealer around the little plates that I basically put over the jacking points. I'm really happy with those. They're like little spot welds around it, so it looks quite nice and tidy. It's a bit much, I guess, but it looks tidy to me, and I like to keep things as tidy as possible. So these are ready to go. What I'm going to do is mask off this top line again where the zinc primer is, and then I'm going to just paint the black over it, but obviously I will leave a line here so I can weld, because I'm probably going to have to plug weld these to the floor still. Can't get a spot welder in to do these bottom parts. But that's the seals ready to go. right? So obviously not a show finish, but we're all protected. The faces are going to get welded. I've got primer on ready to go, and I think this is somewhere that often gets overlooked when putting sills on a Mini. So yeah, let's hope this keeps the Mini living on a little longer. Let's get them all mounted up now and get the car ready to go. Right, that's us done. Seals on, all the welding on this side's done. Got to grind back some welds on the doorstep. Run around with some seam sealer. I had to add in a little repair at the bottom corner, at the bottom of the flitch, basically where it folds round. I just had to add that piece in because it was corroded completely away. Really happy to use the spot welder again. It was really fun. Just makes life so much easier, and it's a seamless finish. So yeah, I'm really happy at that. I've got loads of prep to do, but what I'm going to do is, this side's now in primer, which you've just seen, and then I'm going to sort of put the car down, put the other side up, and we'll crack on with the other side really. And then I'll spend the whole time doing all the grinding and prepping and getting it ready for final stage. But due to the lockdown, we're in absolutely no rush at the moment, but I do want to get this done because it's a job off the list and it's done, isn't it? So that being said, we are not far away. So I think the bulk of it's done. The passenger side doesn't look half as bad, and these Emerson sills are really nice. They're as thick as a heritage sill. You've seen I've painted them all inside. Everything's seam sealed inside the sill, so we shouldn't have any of these issues for a long while. The car just needs wax oiling once all the paintwork's done. But you know, hopefully we're coming into the better weather now, and you know, things like this shouldn't be an issue. So hopefully that is a job off the list. So I haven't filmed too much of my welding. I sort of got the mindset again where I just wanted to crack on, but there's plenty of videos out there showing you how to fit a sill. I put the plug welds along the bottom and spot welded it along the top like you saw. So I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far, and looking forward to getting the other side done. So catch me in the next video, and hopefully we're checking out the other side, and we'll do another, you know, what's inside the sill sort of series episode, and hopefully it's better than this driver's side because this was bad. So catch you next one, guys. Thank you for watching.